Guys, good afternoon. So yesterday we talked about, day before yesterday we talked about new product development. Yesterday we talked about product life cycle and measures which can be taken to extend the product life cycle. And we talked about marketing mix strategies in different stages. Today we are going to talk about firstly two things. One, the product layers or levels. They are called as product layers as well as levels. So if you read in book levels, don't get confused that we know only product layers. Levels means what? If you get into the book's product layers, then even don't get confused. So product layers and levels, one of the same thing. Second topic which we will be covering in today's class would be uh, marketing mix, wherein we talk about 4 P's, 7 P's, that there are 4 P's, 7 P's. So we'll be talking about marketing mix. We'll be talking about why 4 P's only for product or in terms of production. Why 7 P's when we talk about services? Why not 7 for product? And then what are the 4 or 7 P's and what are the corresponding seeds for the customer, which are corresponding seeds for customer. This we are going to talk about in today's class. Then if time will permit us, we'll talk about pricing. Otherwise, we'll schedule another class for this. So when we talk about product layers or product levels, every product has got different layers or levels. When I say every product has got different layers and levels, what it means? It means the product is, when we see product a cell phone, cell phone is a product, we know that because it is tangible, it can be kept stored for a longer period, can be used for 3 4 5 years continuously, so on so forth, because it has got characteristics of separation, that product can be separated, right, so on so forth. So idea is that when we talk about product, is it only the product, or there are different levels of product? And again, as a marketer, again this question comes to me, that why studying this is important for a marketer, or maybe what is its relevance from a marketer's perspective. As a customer, I'm least bothered about the layers of product. Even I'm not aware as a customer. You, me, we both are customers. Are we aware about how many layers are there or how many levels are there? Nobody bothers, because you are finally concerned with the end quality of that product. So if that product is able to satisfy your needs, you are happy. If not, you are dissatisfied. It's as simple as that. So, but as a marketer, marketer's perspective is different from a customer's perspective. So, as a marketer, one need to understand that what are the different layers or levels of product uh, we have when we are producing the product. So when I say different levels or layers, product has got 5 different layers. And again, the question remains, unanswered so far, that why it is important. It is important that if I know all the layers and levels, or maybe layers or levels, whatever you want to call, if I know all the layers of product, I will be able to make my promotional campaign better. I will be able to make my product in a better way. I will be able to, see the product from a customer's perspective as a marketer, but from a customer's perspective, so that I can take right decisions at the right time and can make my product better or competitive, so that as a company I'm not the only one which is performing or producing that particular or a particular product. So obviously when I am producing, others are also producing, so I have to compete. So that's why it is important for a marketer to understand accurately all the layers of a particular product. So when I say, layers of product, there are 5 layers of product. Now, what are these 5 layers? Obviously, this starts with the, first one is the core product in the center. So when we say core product in the center, it means that it is the centermost layer of the product. So when I say core product means what? Core product means, the core benefit which we are going to receive from the product. So product is going to provide us some kind of benefit. It is basically a solution to the customer. That's why a customer is buying the product. Otherwise, customer would not have bought that particular product. So that is why we talk about the product layers. So core product is the product which basically give us the utility. So when I say you buy a laptop is a product. So when I say laptop means what? Laptop is a product, we know that, but in laptop, what are we talking about? We are talking about the benefits which we are going to receive from the laptop. So what kind of benefits we are looking for? We are looking for benefits wherein we can, communicate people, wherein we can, do our work when we are, connected with people sitting in my own room. So it has got utility. You want to work on Word, you want to work on PPT, you want to work on, Excel, Access, whatever you want to, explore, so on and so forth. You want to get connected to the social media. You want to store your, pictures, files, images, PDF, so whatever it is. So you want to store your data in that laptop. So you want a personalized machine which can help you to do all these functions. So that is the core benefit you are looking for. So what is the core benefit you are looking for? Connectivity when you are mobile. So that mobile means when you are moving here and there. PC does not give you that, utility. PC and laptop, the difference is that you cannot, take the PC along, but you can take the laptop along. So you want to work when you are in mobile utility, which is missing in PC. Secondly, you are looking for, some machine, personal machine, wherein you can store your data and can use for other functions. So that's why you are going for. So core benefit you are looking for is speed of processing. So when you go for configuration of the laptop, you ask for what? You ask for the speed, you ask for the RAM, you ask for the processor, you ask for the storage, hard disk. That what is the size of hard disk? Kitna storage capacity हमको मिल रहा है? 500 GB, 1 terabyte, so on and so forth. So and then at times you go for looks also. That is there, but the primarily you are looking for few things which are number one, speed of processing. Number two, you are looking for storage, then battery, so on and so forth. So the product is you want a laptop to work, a personal machine as a personal machine. Second, this is the central point, in the product. So if you make a circle, this is the first circle wherein you are looking for this particular benefit from the product. Then comes, what? Then comes generic product. When I say generic product, what it means? Generic product means the product which provide you. So the utility which you are looking for is basically the core product you are looking for. When I say you are looking for generic product means when I say it's basically looking for what you are looking, a body, a screen, a cam in it, so on and so forth. So completely when you don't think about a battery separately. You don't think about a screen separately. You don't think about a keyboard separately. So you want a machine. So the perception in your mind or the image which comes in front of your mind is the complete structure. So just a minute. So when we talk, sorry. So when we talk about the core, when we talk about core product, the utility which customer, that is First thing, for example, a washing machine. You look for a washing machine, the utility to wash the clothes. As simple as that. So that cloth washing is the utility you are looking for in a washing machine. A mobile phone, what you look for in a mobile phone, the core and you look for connectivity in the handheld device when you are in mobility. So connectivity with the world, connectivity with the people, right? You are today. So I'll talk about it later. So basically, the core benefit is that you are looking for a basic requirement, basic utility, that is core benefit or a core product, which is the central layer. Generic product. Generic product is basically what it is. The features which are to function. So what are the features you are looking for? You are looking for, again, the screen, you are looking for the keyboard, you are looking for a webcam, so on and so forth. This is something which you are looking for. So you are looking for a complete machine. Again, I told you, you're not expecting a separate screen, you're not accepting a separate webcam, not expecting separate, keyboard. You want a complete machine which has got all three together. You are looking. Then you expect. Now, when we say product, what we are looking for? Have you, thought whether you will get the adapter to charge the laptop or not? Have you ever, the battery separately from the laptop? The answer is no. So when you go to buy a laptop, perceive, it's very automatic. Like you will get the adapter, you will not be charged for adapter separately. A battery would be inbuilt, will not be given to you and you will install it in the laptop. It would be inbuilt, it would be there. So it is not you have to buy the battery. So that's something basic thing which you are, requiring. So which is expected. Expected means, for example, let's take another example to, make it better, in a terms of understanding. So, or maybe to make understand it in a better way. So, cell phone. When you are buying cell phone, feel that battery you have to bought you have to buy separate. Do you feel the charger which you receive, the cord, charger and the cord which you receive, you have to buy separately? No. Even in earlier times, a few years back, we used to get the earphone lid with the phones, though we don't get it today because people have shifted on Bluetooth. They don't, insert the headphone into the phone. They just want Bluetooth free movement, hands free. So that's why you are not getting it. But earlier you used to get. So you were expecting earlier the headphones. Today you expect the charger, the cord, the battery with the phone. So without which the phone is not package of a phone. Phone is complete, but the package of phone is not complete. So when I say the package of the phone is not complete, it means that that is something which you expect. Without this, obviously, would not be there. So let's take example of phone and let's understand the core product from the beginning. So core product is what? The mobility which you are looking for. The augment the generic product is what? The feel and look of the product. So how the product will appear in front of you. It has got a screen of 5.5 inches. At the back it has a camera. At the front it has a camera. So camera, front camera, rear camera, a screen of 5.5 inches or 5 inches, whatever. It's something which you expect, a square or rectangular kind of a shape. So this is what is the generic product you are looking for, complete product in itself. Then what is expected? Expected is the charger, the cord, the battery, which has to be there. Then comes the fourth layer. So fourth layer is the augmented product. Augmented product is what? It refers to any product variations. When I say variations means extra features, benefits, services that can differentiate the product from its competitor. That is what is augmented. Augmented means that it has got added value. Augment means that something has been augmented, added into the existing one. So when we say augmented product means you expect some kind of value addition. For example, Bio Sony. Bio laptops, they offered the flaps of the back of the laptop. So they hired Kareena Kapoor. Kareena Kapoor was the brand ambassador. Kareena Kapoor used to promote, the Bio laptops in that particular time, and Bio used to give colorful flaps. So colorful flaps means that pink color flap, red color flap, blue color, yellow color, green color, so on and so forth. So what you can do is the flap means a cover. So what you need to do is when you are carrying the laptop with you, if you are wearing a blue dress, you can attach that blue flip top on that particular laptop or cover, and then you can go ahead with the color which is matching with your dress. So Kareena Kapoor used to promote that. Because of that feature only, that product was sold in good numbers. And in that particular year when they promoted it, the number of female buyers of that laptop was more. So what I'm trying to tell you is, and again, it was not free of cost. The company was providing, company was charging something for it. But again, customer like that, it was an augmentation in the existing product. So when we say augmentation, augmentation is not only which comes free. It is not mandatory. It may be free, it may be charged, but some kind of augmentation. For example, when a company, with cell phone gives a Bluetooth hand-free, Bluetooth hands-free, Bluetooth, earphone without any charge, then it becomes an augmentation. Maybe if charging, but charging only 50%, 60%, 70%, giving 30%, 40% discount, it adds value to the existing product. It augments. So the idea is, again, that what is going to add value of your product. So value addition is, it could be by the accessories which are there. So when you are buying, laptop, the bag is not free with the laptop. A company offers that company will provide you bag, free of cost. So that will add augmentation value. So when it adds value, it becomes augmented. So bag is an augmented product which is offered with the actual product, which is a laptop. So the laptop is already complete without a bag. It is not that bag is required to perform the functions of laptop. No, it is not the colorful flaps required to turn on the laptop. No, it is something again. It is not hands-free. Bluetooth is required to talk on the phone. Otherwise, you'll not be able to talk on the phone. No, but it adds value. It is an augmentation. So when we say it is an augmentation, it adds value. It means it's very simple concept that anything which adds value to the existing product is an augmented product, and that is offered with some product which is in existence. So augmentation is always to add value. So that is why, or that is how companies go for augmenting it. And augmentation gives competitive edge. Augmentation gives customer base. Augmentation motivates customer to switch from the existing brands to the new brands, so on and so forth. So augmentation of a product acts as a motivator for the customer to test and try a particular product. So now the fifth layer is, or the fifth level of the product is a potential product. Now what is a potential product? When a product is augmented by value addition and it changes, over a period of time. When companies start innovating, this we have talked, in new product development also, this we have talked about in yesterday's class also, wherein we talked about, product life cycle extension. So when companies go for augmentation, adding value, adding benefit, doing innovations in the existing product, companies end up producing, altogether a new product. We have studied about this in the new product development also, that this is one, way the companies develop, new product, so on and so forth. So potential product is a product which will come in future, which is not existing today, but which will be an outcome of all the augmentations in the existing product, all the innovations in the existing product, and thereby the existing product will transform into a new product altogether. So there are 5 layers we talked about. One, the core product in the center. Then, above that, another layer of the product is what? Generic product. Then above generic, the third layer of the product is, the first is core, second is third is expected product, fourth is augmented product, and fifth is the potential product, wherein you are developing a new product altogether. So there are 5 layers of the product, starting from core, moving to generic, from generic to the from generic to the uh, expected, from expected to the uh, from expected to augmented, and from augmented to potential. 5 layers of a product. So why again companies need to understand? Because if I know what is expected by the customer, I'll be able to make a better product for them. I'll be able to satisfy, I'll be able to relate, and thereby I'll be able to retain them. If I know what augmentation will help me to again retain the customer for a longer period, then again I would be in a better condition to provide that augmented added benefit to the customer or value addition to the existing product, and there I'll be able to reach to develop a new product also. Core benefit, knowing about core benefit is must. If you don't know what this product is made for, or what is the utility the customer will get out of this product, even you cannot think of producing that product. So core is the first one. Generic is the complete, structure, or the complete product in itself and how it looks like as a whole product. And then expected is what customers are expecting. Basic things like, for example, 2 cameras in the phone, battery, so on and so forth. These you expect. Augmentation is any benefit which you can provide, not only free of cost, maybe at some discounted price, but maybe even completely charging, 100% charging for that augmentation, like Bio, did in the past. So they were charging for those flaps, but people were buying because they thought that it is a new kind of utility. Changed uses they have made. So they made they added another uses pattern in the product. So this is about product layers. That 5 layers are there in the product, and again, it's pertinent for marketers to understand these 5 layers. Now come to another topic. Any questions if you have in regard to the product layers, you can write in the chat box. I'll take all the questions at the end of the session, towards the end of the session. So another topic which I intend to cover today is marketing mix. So marketing mix, as we know, I'm sure you must have studied this marketing mix in your business studies in 12th, maybe subject in business studies you must have studied it, or maybe somewhere in business studies in your graduation you must have studied it. So marketing mix, when we talk about marketing mix, what comes in your mind? Now you just need to think. So when I say marketing mix, obviously as the name suggests, mix of what? Marketing. But what marketing? Mix of those elements which performs different marketing functions, starting from the scratch. When a company is perceiving the idea to develop a product, a new product, or converting an idea into a new product, starting from there, then reaching to full commercialization, and then making profits, getting revenues, everything, whatever activities you do in marketing, you will see that they revolves around, they revolves around what? They revolves around marketing mix. So all 4 P's, all 7 P's are basically those, strategies of marketing around which all the marketing activities revolve. So when we say, these activities revolve around marketing mix means that product. So in case if we are doing anything with the product, we are thinking to produce it, we are going for idea generation, we are going for new product development phases. Again, all are comprised in the product itself. If I talk about, pricing, that we have to decide the price. So it is part of pricing. If I talk about, identifying the markets we are supposed to sell, identifying the distribution network. So again, it comes in place. So all are part of place. If I say that how to make people aware that you need a particular product which we are producing. So we have a product and you need this, how to make them aware. So it is basically what? It is the, promotion which helps us. So it is the promotion which helps us to identify, the need of, markets, which will help us to identify the markets altogether. Then when we talk about, guys, I'm switching off my camera just for a minute, but I'll be continuing taking the session. So when we talk about, the product, when we say that, we are making a product, we are deciding the price of a product, keeping in mind the competitors' pricing. Then we talk about, that market identification where we have to sell. Then we talk about, people and, making people aware. Then obviously we are talking about the marketing mix only. It is the marketing mix which we are talking about. So the idea is when we talk about marketing mix, the first thing is the product. Now, who has given this marketing mix before we go into the detail of marketing mix strategies? Maybe you must be thinking that Philip Kotler has given this marketing mix. It is not the Philip Kotler who has given this marketing mix. It is, mistake which most of the people, do, that Philip Kotler has given marketing mix. No, Philip Kotler has propagated it. Has not propounded it. He has propagated it. He has, made himself popular by this marketing mix strategies. But it is actually given by Jerome E. McCarthy. Even, and if you ask me the year when it was given, so it dates back in, 1850. Not sorry, 1850, 1950. 1950, Neil Borden, American Marketing Association. There is an association in America which is known as AMA, American Marketing Association. So that association, does what? That association, reviews the definition of marketing, and that is basically an association in America wherein marketers from the corporate sector, the real leaders, wherein the, academicians who are working in the field of marketing, the researchers, scholars, people like, us, the academicians, then the, students, scholars like you, they are the part of that association. They marketing definition every year. When they review the definition every 3 years, they keep on adding, different things, different phenomena to marketing definition, because marketing volatile thing, and there cannot be a fixed definition to marketing which will serve its purpose for decades. So every 3 years, they keep on changing the marketing definitions. So initially, in IAMA's, foundation meeting, Neil Borden, whose name you must not be aware, I'm sure. Neil Borden has started talking about product in his presidential speech. There is a presidential speech which is delivered by somebody. So Neil Borden was the person who delivered in 1953 AMA's, presidential speech, and during that presidential speech, he talked about few things like product, plan, policy, price, place, promotion, so on and so forth. He talked about almost 15-20 things, which started with P, wherein the more emphasis was on product, policy, plans, procedures, and then price, place, and promotion. Out of which Jerome E. McCarthy picked up four words, picked up four words basically, that product, price, and promotion. And from his speech, he got the idea to develop a marketing mix strategy. So it is Jerome E. McCarthy who has developed marketing mix, not the Philip Kotler. So marketing mix, when he gave marketing mix, in marketing mix he talked about four P's: product, price, place, promotion. So when he talked about product, price, place, promotion, he talked about corresponding seeds also, which I'll be talking about later. So then after some time, when he talked about product, price, place, promotion, after some time it was realized that today the markets are changing. So it is not only the products which we are selling, but the services are also being, sold. So companies started thinking that what should be the right marketing mix for services, because these four are for product, because we say product, but in services there are services wherein no product is there. Services also offer products, but here we are saying there are services which are completely purely service, like a service of a barber, like a service of an architecture, a service of a teacher, so on and so forth. So so then people started realizing that there is a need to make it more extensive for services. So then the three more P's were added into it, which are people, process, and physical evidence. So people, process, and physical evidence. So when you say that four P's were there, so product, when I say product, first of all, before going ahead with the marketing mix, let me put some emphasis on the differentiation of product and services. So when we say product and services, products are tangible. Product has got what? Product has got uh, you know uh, product has got a structure. There is a structure which a product possess. Like I said, a rectangular shape of cell phone. Like I said, a duster, the specs which I am wearing, a wristwatch. When I say all these names, a structure is there which comes in your mind. So that physical structure makes it tangible. So when we say tangible, it means you can see, you can touch it. When I say intangible, you cannot see it, you cannot touch it. Services are intangible, whereas the products are tangible. So there is a 4I concept which we talk about in services. So if you talk about 4I's, you are talking about services. If you reverse those 4I's, then you are talking about product. So what are these 4I's? One is intangibility. These 4I's are also called as the characteristics of services. So services has got four characteristics. One is intangibility. The services are intangible. You cannot see them, you cannot touch them. You can only feel them, and finally you can experience them. So that's why we call them that it is you know uh, intangible. So first I, which is a characteristic of services, is intangibility. That services are intangible. Then we have another thing is we have, you know, uh, though if you reverse of intangible, if you reverse of intangible is tangible. So product characteristic is tangible and services characteristics is intangible. Then second I comes, which is for services, is inseparability. When I say inseparability means services cannot be separated from the service provider, whereas the products can be separated. So product has got second characteristics, which is separation from the manufacturer, from the producer, whereas services cannot be separated. Can you separate my services from me? No, you cannot. So that services would be with me, you can only consume, you can experience, you're experiencing it right now. You cannot see the words which are coming out of my mouth, can only feel and take out meaningful outcomes of it. So inseparability, intangibility, whereas products are tangible and they can be separated from the manufacturer. Then third I is inconsistency, and fourth is inventory. So let's talk about the inventory first. So inventory means that services cannot be stored. There is no inventory which can be made, for or which can be maintained for services. No inventory can be maintained. You cannot store services. Can you store my services? You can record this. You can maybe listen it for second time. But whenever you want to, this is because of technologies we have. But if I talk about storing the service of a barber, can you do that? Can you go to a barber shop and say that you cut my hair today? I am buying your services. I will consume it day after tomorrow. And I'll go in my house, open the package, and I'll consume your services. So आप कट आज दे तो ले मैं परसों लूंगा, पॉसिबल नहीं है. So if you can you ask the uh, advocate, ask an advocate to store the services. क्या आप आज मेरे लिए केस यहाँ लड़ लो अपने चैम्बर में बैठ के, परसों डेट है, मैं सेम जो है जाके वो जज के सामने रख दूंगा, कहानी खत्म हो जाएगी. Not possible. So what I'm trying to tell you is that services cannot be stored. They are highly perishable and they have to be consumed at the place where they are produced. So you, in order to get the services consumed of a barber, you go to a barber shop and consume there only. If you go to a restaurant, you want to consume a service of a restaurant, you consume there only. Otherwise, you'll go for delivery. You don't go to the restaurant. If you go to the restaurant, a waiter service can be offered there, not at your place. So on and so forth. So services have to be consumed then and there. They cannot be separated and inventory cannot be made. So whereas products inventory is possible, you store products depending on their life, how long you can store, but you store. Few products are highly perishable, you consume them in a day or two, like milk, like any table product, whereas few products are storable, like they can maintain inventory of those products for months, years at times, so on and so forth. Now the fourth characteristic of service is intangibility. Sorry, not intangibility. The fourth characteristic is inconsistency. When I say inconsistency means that services are majorly delivered by human beings. Majorly, I am using. So, in fact, all the services are finally delivered by human beings, but I am using the word majorly. I'll say because there are two kind of services. One is people driven, one is process driven. We'll talk about this later, but let me complete first, the concept of inconsistency. As the services are delivered by the human beings, so services will be delivered by human beings. So human beings are basically having a characteristics of emotions. So can you, for example, the this is the product, this is a cell phone, it can be produced in the same shape, in the same size, in the same weight, with the same material n number of times. This company must have produced lakhs of phones, not only in one lot, but in maybe 100 different lots. First lot of 10,000, another of 5,000, another of 20,000, so on so forth. So maybe in 20 different lots, this company must have manufactured this phone, which may be in numbers 1 lakh, so on so forth. So every time the weight, the screen size, every quality was same. So there is a consistency which products have. Whereas if you talk about services or service is inconsistent. If today I'm not in a good mood, I may not be able to deliver, I mean like as I mean like up to the mark, up to my own satisfaction. Maybe for you it must be a good lecture, but though I'm not angry today, my mood is good. I'm not saying that it is happening today with me, but I'm just giving you an example. So because human beings, are going to deliver the services, they after even despite of having the same process, the services delivery cannot be, made consistent. Companies provide training to the employees. They provide step by step training that this is the first step, second step, third step, and you have to deliver, perform this service every time in the same steps. But still, because it is delivered by the human being, so consistency, would be missing somewhere. So, four I's concept. One is the intangibility, whereas products are tangible. Second is inseparability. Services cannot be separated from the service provider, whereas the products can be separated from the manufacturer. Third is inventory. Services, inventory cannot be maintained, whereas the products can be stored for a longer period. Fourth is inconsistency. Services will not cannot be delivered consistently in the same flow, with the same speed, with the same process, exactly the same. No, whereas the products can be delivered consistently. So this is basically the four I's concept, characteristics of services, four I's, and reverse of it is the characteristics of product. Now we need to understand and move ahead to marketing mix. When we say marketing mix, four P's. So product. First is product. When we talk about product, product means a physical structure. So when I say product, I am talking about few things which make the product. There are few elements of product. So what are those elements of product? The elements of product are the shape, the design, the size, the weight, the color, the fragrance, the taste, so on and so forth. All are part of product. So product is made up of these elements. So what all I said product is basically has got a shape, a size, a design. It has got uh, product life cycle in itself. So it has got weight, it has got characteristics, features. So, for example, a 20 megapixel camera, 5 megapixel front camera. These two are the features of a product, which makes the product complete product. 6200 mAh battery. This is another feature of this particular product. So all the features, all the attributes, all the specifications of that product is combiningly making that final product, which will influence the quality of the product. So all the features, attributes, specifications, its color, design, shape, size, weight, so on and so forth, depending on the product to product. If it is a eatable product, the taste, which is most important. If it is a product which is, like perfume, or maybe a soap, maybe a shampoo, a detergent, then fragrance again would be an integral part, so on and so forth. So depending on, so any feature, any attribute, any specification combiningly make product. Now when I say product, I said that all these P's have a corresponding C for the customer. So when I say product, and I have told product is, and why customers buy the product. In the very beginning, in the first class, we talked about it. I'm sure you must, be remembering it right now. The product people buy because they are a solution to some of my problem. Otherwise, people will not buy a product. Why you buy a product? You buy a product because it gives you some kind of satisfaction. You have a bike. Why you have bought a bike? You have bought a bike in order to commute from one place to another. So a product is giving a kind of a service. This product, which is a bike, is giving a service to commute from one place to another. Then when I say, you have a cell phone, what service it is providing? It is providing, you a service to be in communication when you are in mobility. It is providing a service of connectivity with the people, with the world. It is providing a service of, online banking to you through a particular app. It is providing a service to listen to the music. It is providing a service to give you a video calling, you know, feature, so on and so forth. So what I am trying to tell you that every product is providing a kind of a solution to us. That's why we are buying. This we have discussed in the very beginning. That will you buy the product if you don't need? And you people, few of you said that, or most of you said that time, yes, we buy because of sales. But then I made you realize that you will not buy even you get free of cost because it should have some kind of utility. Because of that utility only, it is providing you that solution you are looking for. And because of that solution, it is called what? So the product is a P, which is, from a marketer's perspective, but from a customer's perspective, it is a corresponding C. The corresponding C is a product customer solution. So product is a customer solution. I buy laptop because I need to work on it, get connectivity. I buy washing machine because I need to wash clothes. So cloth washing is the utility. So product is a customer solution. So P is a corresponding C, customer solution. Then second comes is what? Second comes is price. So in the marketing mix, second P is price. I'm again switching off the camera for some time, maybe for 2-3 minutes, but I'll be continuing taking lecture. So keep on listening carefully. So the second concept is, the price. So when I say price, price means what? Now, price is an element. What is this element? What are the elements which are there under price? So there are different elements like, the cost of production, which has to be there. Company has to consider the cost of production. Price has got, discounts in it. You have to provide discounts because it is about sales promotion. So price has got what? Discounts. Price has got what? Allowances. Allowances and discounts, there is a difference between these two. So when I say, allowances, allowances are those discounts which are given to the market intermediaries, and discounts are those which are given directly to the consumer. There is a push and pull strategy. When we say push and pull strategy of sales promotion means what? Push means that company is trying to push the products to the customer. Whereas pull is what? Customers are auto companies trying to pull the customers directly. How to pull? When you get 20% extra, when you get 30%, extra, when you get 50% discount, when you get buy one get one free, when you get toothbrush free with the toothpaste, when you get, buy one get buy two get one free, so on and so forth. All these are examples of sales promotion, which is a pull strategy. Pull strategy means I'm directly giving this benefit to the customer and customer is attracted towards it and is coming to me. So I'm pulling the customer directly. It's why it is called as pull strategy and it is a part of sales promotion. Push is when I am trying to push the product to the customers. And as a marketer, how I'll do it? As a marketer, I have to, give discounts. I have to give, discounts to the, wholesalers, to the, retailers, to the distributors. So if I give discount to distributor would be more interested in, selling my product rather than selling any other's product. For example, if I say that if you buy 10 cartons, I will, give you one carton free. So one carton free on every 10 carton purchase. So you are paying for 10 cartons and I am giving you 11 cartons. So एक पेटी आपको फ्री मिल रही है. So एक पेटी का प्रोडक्ट के लिए आपने कुछ पे ही नहीं किया and you are getting free of cost. So 10 carton you pay and buy 11 cartons. So this sales promotion technique is called as push. So now the distributor knows that I am buying 50 cartons and getting 55. So 5 cartons I'll get free of cost. I have not invested anything into it and I'll be able to get more profit. And now the same offer is passed to the retailer. Company said that you pass some offer to the retailer also. And now retailer is saying that if you buy 12 cartons, I'll give you half carton free. So distributor is giving half carton free to the dealer. I'm like so on so forth. So company devises these kind of strategies that for you this is a discount, for retailers you have to offer this discount, so on so forth. So they push. So at times you go to the retailer, you say that give me, this particular product, maybe Pepsodent, and he pushes you a close up. He pushes you no, इसको छोड़ो आप ये करके देखो. और he pushes you promise. आप मेरे कहने पे एक बार ये ले जाओ, बहुत बढ़िया, हम पूरे घर में यही हम भी यही यूज कर रहे हैं और पूरा परिवार यूज कर रहा है. आप करके तो देखो, आप खुली ट्यूब दे जाना यार, कोई बात नहीं, मेरी तरफ से ले जाओ, पैसे बाद में दे जाना. So it is not that he is doing any favor to you. It is basically that he is getting more profits onto the sale of that particular product. That's why he's pushing. So these are called push and pull. So the discounts which we give to the distributors, retailers, wholesalers are known as allowances. So you have to take care of these expenses which will occur later, because again I told you earlier also, न्यू प्रोडक्ट डेवलपमेंट में भी हमने बात करी थी. एंड yesterday also we talked about it. Companies don't change MRP frequently. This tarnishes the brand image of the companies. So that's why they have to keep everything in mind. So all kind of cost, the total cost, which comprises of fixed cost, variable cost, every kind of a cost. So that's why they have to think about the allowances, discounts. Then they have to think of the cost of production in terms of everything. They have to consider the budget of promotion. The 10% is kept for the promotion budget. So how much? So on so forth. So while deciding the price, company need to be very conscious, and company needs to check the competitors' prices also. That at what price the competitor is selling. You cannot fix the price out of the blue. That the same product is being offered by the competitors at rupees 10, 11, 12, and you are selling at rupees 25. Nobody will come to you. Customers are not mad. So you have to be very conscious while designing the pricing or fixing the pricing. This we will talk about in price fixation. That is a separate topic in itself. Pricing. However, today we are talking about marketing mix elements, wherein first is the product, second is price. So price has got all these elements. Then comes, again, the price is what corresponding C to the customer. So the price is basically a cost to the customer. When I say cost to the customer means when I want to buy a product, when I have, bought this product from the market, I have paid something to acquire it. So that payment is basically a cost of procurement. So the price is, this is the P for marketer price, is a corresponding C to the customer. This corresponding C to the customer is what? It is basically, cost of procurement. That what I have to pay to acquire, to procure that product. So second is price, which is a corresponding C to customer is cost. So third comes, the place. So place means what? I don't remember whether we have talked about the places in the very beginning or not. It will take less than a minute. Let me tell you. There are three kind of places when we talk about places. First is the marketplace. Here I am not referring this under place here. Here place is, you can refer it, that's not a problem. So try and understand what I'm saying is that there are three kind of places. Place means what? Market. Place means what? The distribution channel. So when I say places means different markets. There are three kind of markets which are classified. One is a you know marketplace. Marketplace means what? That there is a physical market which is established. So you go to, if you want to buy any computer part or any computer product, you go to Nehru Place, you go to Ashok Ware Industrial Area, you go to Janakpuri, so on and so forth, whatever place is near to you. So why you go? Because there is a physical marketplace. Sorry, there is a physical marketplace which is established to sell these products. That's why you go there. You have to buy, or maybe, there are local places, there are local markets available near to your place. Like you can go to Jail Road, you can go to Kamla Nagar to any showroom, you can go to Parol Bagh, Rajouri, so on and so forth. So, but there is a physical place, कोई physical जगह है जहाँ पे market established है, इसलिए उसको बोलते हैं market place. Whereas another is market space. Second category of place is market space. So second is a market space. When I say market space means what? Market space means that there is no physical place. There is no, physical location where these shops or market is located to go. So when you go to Amazon, when you go to eBay, when you go to Flipkart, when you go to Snapdeal, when you go to Yebi, when you go to Jabong, when you go to Myntra, so on and so forth. All these are market, spaces. So there is no physical place where these shops are there and you go physically. No, it is all, a virtual marketplace. So that's why it is called as market. That's why it is called as, market space, not the marketplace. Third is meta market. Now this meta is a word which literally means small. Meta means small. So meta market means small markets. Small markets means these are the markets which are wherein the consumers are not directly trading. For example, car, manufacturers. For example, a company which is into manufacturing of tire. So tire company is manufacturing the tire for whom? For you and me? No, you are highly mistaken if you feel for you and me they are manufacturing. They are manufacturing for Ashok Leyland. They are manufacturing for Tata. They are manufacturing for Hyundai. They are manufacturing for Maruti Suzuki. They are manufacturing for Honda. They are manufacturing for Mercedes. They are manufacturing for all XYZ automobile companies. Not for you. You and me, we buy tires in 4-5 years. अगर गाड़ी को स्किड मार के भी चलाओगे तो 3 साल में टायर घिसेगा और ढंग से चलाओगे तमीज से चलाओगे तो 5-5 साल में टायर बदलते हैं गाड़ी के. सो 5 साल में हम एक बार खरीदते हैं, 4 साल में 3 साल में एक बार खरीदते हैं और ये कंपनीज रोज हजारों टायर बना के बेचती हैं. तो कहाँ जाएंगे इनके टायर? फॉर होम विच इज द मार्केट. कंज्यूमर मार्केट इज नॉट देयर मेन मार्केट दो. अल्टीमेटली दैट डिमांड इज डिराइव्ड फ्रॉम अस. हम गाड़ी नहीं चलाएंगे तो 5 पहिए बिकेंगे नहीं किसी कंपनी के, और वो 5 पहिए तभी बिकेंगे जब कंपनी गाड़ी बना के बेचेगी और हम चलाएंगे. But ultimately, who demands in big numbers? Not us as individuals, but the companies. आज एमआरएफ ने 1 लाख टायर बेच दिया आज की तारीख में सपोज, तो क्या वो 1 लाख टायर आज मार्केट में बिक गए सारे के सारे? नो, इट इज सोल्ड टू द डीलर्स, इट इज सोल्ड टू द कंपनीज. So for us, we are not the real market for that. We are real market. Try and understand demand is derived from us, but we are not the real buyers, first buyers. So for them, first buyers are the companies. Same way, any locomotive making company, locomotive parts making company. Locomotive means that, like motor is a locomotive part. So motor which is there in your power window in your car is not again sold to you. It is sold to the automobile companies, so on so forth. So meta market is wherein the ancillary unit support unit are selling the product to big industries and other companies, wherein B2B model of business is being run. So now come back to the place. So in marketing mix, three things. One, the product. Second is the price. For product, the corresponding C is customer solution. Price corresponding C is cost of acquisition. So cost to the customer. And your third is your place. So place is what? Is a channel, corresponding channel. So place के क्या characteristics है? Place के क्या elements हैं? There are various elements of place, like there are markets which we talked about. There is a distribution channel through which the products move from from distributor, supplier, distributor, wholesaler, retailer to consumer. So all the market intermediaries or distribution channel is part of the distribution process. So distribution process, distribution network is an element of place. So what is a corresponding C? This place is what corresponding C to the customer. It is a channel through which customer is able to get the product. So it is a channel to customer. So then comes third. Third is promotion. So when I say promotion, you know, now this promotion it has got again different elements. Now promotion is what C to the customer. Promotion is communication to the customer. So through promotion only companies communicate with the customer. Have you seen HUL coming to your place and telling what product they have? Obviously no, not possible even. Have you seen LG is coming to you and telling that what products they make, and then you are becoming aware and buying the product? No, not possible. Mass consumption products. So ultimately it is the promotion through which they communicate. They show you the advertisement in the television and you come to know that okay, this is the product which is there, these are the features which they have shown in the advertisement. I actually need this product, and you become or you feel in need of that product, and you start thinking to buy that product. So it is the promotion through which they communicate. They give you the guarantee, warranty. This is 7 years warranty, 10 years warranty. They show this in promotion, in advertisement. बड़ी बड़ी होर्डिंग्स लगी हैं उनके ऊपर लिखा हुआ है. और उन्होंने अपने चैनल पे जब एडवर्टीजमेंट दिया तो उन्होंने बता दिया. So it means what? They are communicating through the promotions with customer. So promotion is communication to the customer. It is a corresponding C which is communication. Now promotion के elements क्या हैं? There are 5 elements. एक छोटा सा topic है promotion mix, which is not given separately, may be given in the syllabus, but not as separately. So promotion mix के यही same element है, which I am going to tell you. So if promotion mix, you get a question on it, you have to write what we are going to discuss now. And marketing mix has what? Marketing mix has got a product, a price, a place, and promotion. If we talk about product, then only 4 things. So promotion. When I say promotion, first element is advertising. 5 elements are there. If you want, you can write. I am hopeful that you people are making notes when I am giving you lecture here, so that it would be more, like you would be able to retain it for a longer period and it would be more beneficial to you. So when I say promotion, the first element is the, what I said, I just skipped from my mind, advertisement. So just write down the 5 elements we have under promotion. One is advertisement. Second is sales promotion. Third is, first is advertisement, second is sales promotion, third is public relations, fourth is publicity, and fifth is personal selling, which we say door-to-door selling. So first is advertisement, second is sales promotion, third is publicity, fourth is public relations, and fifth is your what we have just discussed, advertisement, public sales promotion, publicity, public relations. And one more thing we have, which is the so you know 4 5 things are there. One is advertisement, second is sales promotion, third is you know public sale, third is publicity, fourth is public relations, and fifth is the advertisement, sales promotion, publicity, public relations, and personal selling, door-to-door selling, which we known as. Now, when we talk about advertisement, advertisement has got few elements under it, like print media, electronic media, and digital, outdoor. Four things which are there. So, print media, we all know newspapers, magazines, journals, catalogs, pamphlets, all are part of print media. So when you see advertisement in the newspaper, Times of India, the first page, front page of Times of India is full with the advertisement showing you, products and their, benefits. Is a print media advertisement example. Then magazines, you have magazines for fashion, you have magazines for education, you have magazines for you know shoes, footwears, you have magazines for cars, you have magazines for cosmetics, so on and so forth. So again, print media, example. Another example is you have catalogs. So when you see catalogs, when you refer, you go to a showroom wherein you ask the company to show the catalog. They give you a catalog of a car. So it has got 8 pages, 10 pages, different features, the big write up about that car, so on and so forth. So you have catalog, you have then maglogs. Maglogs is what? Maglog must be a new word for you people. Now maglog means that it is a fusion of magazine and catalog. So magazine always has what? Different products. I mean, if a magazine is of automobile, so it will have automobile products. But in automobile, it may have two-wheelers, bikes. It may have cars. It may have trucks, so on and so forth, and that too of different companies. Whereas catalog is only made for one company. That this is for my own company, I'll make catalog, and in which the products of my company would be there, either all the products or one product, depending on the product to product, and how much importance I need to give to a product. So, but maglog is what? Is a reduced version of a magazine, but enhanced version of a catalog, and it is only for one company. So it may have my different products, but lesser than the magazine and bigger than the catalog. So it is a fusion. It is not much popular in India. It is very popular in West Europe, but in India it is not much popular. It is emerging slowly, gradually. Then we have in the advertisement, second element is that we have electronic media. Electronic media has got radio, television. So when I say electronic media has got radio and television, why not I'm putting computers or maybe internet into it, because it has got a separate space. 15 years back almost. So in 1995, computers came in India. 1994 or 1995, for public, for masses. Though the organizations were using it for different purposes. Defense is using computer from a very long time. But when I say 1995, for masses I am talking about, for common man, right? So they became popular in 1995. So when you see, at that time the internet was limited, very constrained, and we used to have very limited things on internet. Today it is the world which you have on internet. So that time the digital media was not there. This term was not coined till that time. It was only as part of electronic media. So people used to consider computers also as part of electronic media. So there used to be three things, your radio, your television, and your computers. Cell phones were not there. Even if they were there, they came later. And then when cell phones were there in 1995, but when they came, there were no kind of social media connectivity over the cell phones. Cell phones were merely used only for sending the SMS like pages, and receiving the calls. That's it. Nothing beyond that. Maybe for torch, maybe for calculator, nothing beyond that. Now, after some time, the social media, revolution was there. The digital marketing revolution was there. From that period, last 15 years approximately, 15 to 20 years, digital media got a place in the marketing, and companies have a separate budget for digital media now, bigger than the budget of radio, bigger than the budget of television at times. So they have a separate budget. So that's why it is not considered in electronic media. In electronic media, we consider only two things. One, the television and radio. Second, that's it. And then, so all the advertisements you see or listen to the radio or listen on the radio or see in the television are part of electronic media. Then third thing comes in advertisement, which is basically digital marketing. So digital marketing is wherein the companies are connecting digitally. So the websites are there, all e-retailer websites are there, companies' own websites are there. Instagram is there, products are being sold on Instagram by the bloggers, by influencer marketers. They have followers, thousands of followers, lakhs of followers. So they show you, videos on their Instagram page, and you become crazy after watching the video, and you start thinking to buy the product, and they are getting paid for it. They are paid. It is not that free. Of course, they are consuming the product and wasting their time. They are getting paid by the companies. So they are professional bloggers. So Instagram is there, YouTube is there, Facebook is there, Pinterest is there, then Twitter is there, then a lot of platforms are there. You all know these platforms. So what I'm trying to tell you is that social media digital marketing, so it has got SEO, search engine optimization, it has got social media optimization, it has got PPC, pay per click by Google, it has got AdWords, it has got keywords, so on and so forth. You don't need to go into the details of social media marketing because it's a subject in itself. It's a complete paper in itself. So, but you need to understand that digital marketing is, another form of marketing which is most popular form today. So, it's in advertisement, print, electronic, and digital. Then comes, what second element of. So there are five elements of, promotion. First is advertisement, wherein we talked about print, wherein we talked about electronic, wherein we talked about digital, and one is outdoor. Outdoor is what? A big hoardings, you see at the, highways, in the highways, on the highways. You see big hoardings on the road. You see big hoardings on the, flyovers, bridges. Those are called hoardings. Those are part of outdoor. When you see banners, posters, are there in, on the diversion, on the central diversion of the road. So road is divided in left and right, and there is a diversion of, footpath in between. And on the electronic poles, you see the banners. They are part of outdoor. So all the banners, all the, hoardings are part of outdoor. Then comes the second element under promotion, which is sales promotion. I have already, talked about it, that push and pull. So sales promotion, buy one, get one free, 30% off, 20% discount, so on and so forth. Then comes third, which is, your personal selling, door to door selling. So personal selling, still it is written personal selling in the books, but I don't teach it as a personal selling. It needs a change, it needs an updation. Personal selling we used to do when there were door to door selling only. Now it should be direct selling to the customer. So direct personal word was used because people used to personally visit door to door. So remember those days, maybe 15 years back, you were kids. I can recall 25 years back, right? I'm not old, don't worry. So 25 years back, if I go, I can recall, the mothers used to sleep at home in the afternoon, and sales girls used to come and ring the bell, and mothers used to shout from the, from the house, within the house only, that I don't want anything, कुछ नहीं चाहिए, घंटियां मत मारो, कुछ नहीं खरीदना, right? So maybe you have seen this less, we have seen more. So what I'm trying to tell you is that if companies used to do personal selling earlier. Today, companies are not doing. Though in 2017 or 18, I think, either 17 or 18, Gillette started this promotion campaign. They sold the erasers by salespeople door to door. So there were ladies used to come, boys used to come. They used to ring the bell and used to sell the product of Gillette, which is Mac 3 razor, and they were doing it. Why they were doing it? Reason is that they wanted to penetrate because their business is not the razors, their business is the cartridges. So they wanted to sell at a very discounted pricing. They have seen that yes, it is picked up by the people in the market. We are getting increased revenues, we are getting increased sales, customer base is doubling. So what we need to do, we need to penetrate faster. So when people are accepting it, go to their houses. So they started, adopting this strategy. And in 2017, I think 17, I don't recall the exactly the year, must be 16, 17, what. So they started selling this product, home to home by sending people door to door. Why purposely they did? It's such a big company. So they did it because they wanted to sell it and they wanted to, get the business of producing and selling the cartridges. Because ultimately रेजर आप एक बार खरीदोगे मगर प्राइस किसका पे करोगे कार्ट्रेज का. प्रिंटर एक बार खरीदते हो मगर प्राइस किसके लिए पे करते हो, उसकी रिफिल के लिए, या फिर रिफिल को फिल करवाते हो तो टोनर के लिए. तो कंपनीज टोनर बना लेती हैं, कंपनीज रिफिल बनाती हैं. ड्राइव प्रिंटर तो एक ही चलता है कई साल तक. सो what I'm trying to tell you is that the idea is that door to door selling today is not there, but yes, they were earlier there door to door sellings. So today it is what? Today it is only the personal selling is not there. It is called as direct selling. So direct selling के बहुत सारे measures हैं. Personal selling तो सिर्फ individual consumers के लिए है. Direct selling के अंदर you have your websites through which you can reach the customers directly. You have telephones. You receive calls. You receive SMS. Buy XYZ, buy insurance, get your service, car service, done, so on, so forth. So all these are, your telemarketing, your, online marketing, your door-to-door selling, your marketing through the television, shop home 18. ध्यान से देखिए ये प्रोडक्ट इतनी अच्छी ऑफर आपको मिलेगी नहीं. अभी देखिए राजस्थान से फोन आ रहा है, पंजाब से आ रहा है, 5 ही आइटम बच गई है, खरीद लीजिए वरना चली जाएगी. जबरदस्त मार्केटिंग करते हैं और लोग पीपल एंड अप बाइंग. द वॉल्यूम ऑन टेलीविजन इज मोर देन द वॉल्यूम ऑन digital platform. It is a study, I'm not saying on my own. There are various studies which reveals that the volume on television sales is more than the volume of digital marketing products. And even those products are generic products which are sold on television, not all branded products, or maybe a generic brand. So what I'm trying to tell you is there are ways and means through which today we can reach to the customers directly. That's why it is not personal selling but direct selling, you should say. Then third element or fourth element comes as public relations. Now public relations is what? Public relations is wherein company tries to maintain connect with the people. So public relations is companies hire public PR agencies. Earlier this concept started with the banks. Banks and government offices. They used to have a designation PRO, Public Relation Officer. हो सकता है तुम्हारे भी किसी रिश्तेदार में कोई ना कोई इस डेजिग्नेशन पे काम करता हो. So PROs used to be there. So public relation officers. So what they used to do is they used to listen to the grievances of the customer. अगर किसी कोई प्रॉब्लम है, इशू है, तो वो अपने रजिस्टर करता था PRO के पास और PRO उसको रिजॉल्व करवाता था. So पब्लिक रिलेशंस के लिए एक ऑफिसर होता था. वहां से शुरुआत हुई. Companies started realizing competition. So public relations के लिए company started doing what? Customer care executives, call center executives. So अब आपको PRO के पास जाने की जरूरत नहीं है. एक टॉफी छोटी सी जो ₹1 की आप खाते हो उसके पाउच पे लिखा हुआ है कि टोल फ्री नंबर है, अपनी कंप्लेंट रजिस्टर कर दीजिए, सजेशन रजिस्टर कर दीजिए। यू हैव ईमेल आईडी गिवन ऑन दैट पाउच। 1 रुपए की टॉफी के लिए भी पाउच पे लिखा हुआ छोटा छोटा प्रिंट कि ये ईमेल आईडी पे आप अपने सजेशंस और ग्रीवेंसेस फीडबैक भेज सकते हैं। सो यू नो again, so this is to maintain the public relations. Then if you say, you know, sponsorship is part of public relation. So World Cup sponsored by Pepsi, Coke, all the people sitting in the world watching the different matches, across the world, are not going to buy, end up buying Coke or Pepsi, or not going to end up anything which is the main sponsor is not going to buy that product, or maybe they're not exactly the customer of that product, but it is ultimately gives the big visibility. So companies sponsor the events. Any company sponsoring your college event, आपका cultural fest है, आपके कॉलेजों में कभी हुए होंगे, आपने देखा होगा, and you must have seen few sponsors. So they did not get the customers from there directly, but they just get the visibility. So the sponsorship is part of public relations. They do it in order to be visible to public. So they try to maintain a connect. Customer relationship, technique is again part of public relations, though it's a separate strategy in itself, but it is origined from PR. Then we have, what we have. We have PR agencies. All these, Salman Khan has got many cases. I know most of you are fan of Salman Khan, so you may get angry on me. But the fact is that there are many cases registered, against him. And few of the cases, चाहे वो शिकार करने का केस हो, चाहे वो गाड़ी चला देने का केस हो, या जो भी. But he has become a very nice man over a period of time. In last 15 years, being human is being promoted and is again made by why this being human. I'm not saying he's not doing NGO activities. I'm not saying he's a bad man. I'm not saying that he is not supportive to his co-stars or something else. No, he's a good man. He sponsored many people. He made career of many people in the industry. He is doing charity also through being human. But the transformation which he has got initiated by the PR agencies in the beginning. So PR agencies started promoting being human so that there would be a positive image in the mind of people, fan following will increase, and court will also have a softer view that he is a man who is doing many good things in the society. So maybe his punishment can be reduced. So when you start doing good things, the view of the law becomes a bit softer towards you. Otherwise, the law becomes very strict. So it is not the law. You cannot escape from law. I'm not saying that you can escape from law. What I am trying to tell you is that it is the conscious effort which was made to promote him. All the film stars, all the actors have PR agencies hired. The institutions have PR agencies. The private institutions, the organizations have PR agencies. All the companies have PR agencies, which write good about them on different blogs, which promote them in social media, which promote them in print media, which try to conduct different activities through which these companies can be promoted, so on and so forth. So PR, public relations, is another form of promotion. So 4 things which we have discussed in promotion is: one is advertising, one other is sales promotion, another is your this direct selling, another is the PR, public relations. Now comes what? Now comes publicity. Now this is the only form of promotion, which is a non-paid form of promotion. You pay for advertisement, you pay for public relations, you pay for your uh, direct marketing, you pay for various things, all the things. You pay for sales promotion, उसके लिए भी आप discounts देते हो, you pay for it, but ultimately you don't pay anything for publicity. When your friend asked that which shoes I should buy, I want to buy a sports shoes, and you say very easily that go for Nike. or Reebok or Adidas is best. Why? Are the company paying you? No, of course not. So, but you are promoting their product. Why you are promoting their product? Because you are satisfied, you are delighted. That's why you are promoting. So it is a free of cost, promotion, and this publicity comes automatically. This comes through the referrals. This comes through the retained customers. This comes through the delighted customers. It is a positive word of mouth which a company receives from the delighted customers. So publicity is the only non-paid form of promotion. So far we talked about marketing mix, four elements. One is product, wherein we talk about different elements of product. Second is product is again what C to the customer is, a customer solution. Then second we talked about price, different elements of pricing. Then we talked about price is a cost of acquisition to the customer. Then third we talked about place, different kind of places like marketplace, market space, meta market, so on and so forth. And then we talked about the channels, distribution channels. So it is what C to the customer. It is a channel to the customer through which he receives the product, or he receives the product from the manufacturer or marketer. Then fourth, we talked about what? We talked about promotion, wherein we talked about five elements: advertising, uh, advertising, sales promotion, then public relations, publicity, and direct selling. So, and what promotion is? A C to the customer is communication. It is a communication to the customer. Now let's take up three more P's, that we have three more P's. So what three more P's we have in services? Now before going ahead for services, that what three P's we have for services, I would like to talk about, one thing, that why three more P's to services, not to product. The very simple answer is that the characteristics in the beginning, which we have talked about. So there were four characteristics of services, which are four I's. So four I's of services, and reverse of it is four characteristics of product. So because of these four characteristics of services only, four I's concept only, we can see that we need to add three more P's into the marketing mix later, not earlier they were there. So these three P's are what? People, process, and physical evidence. So when I say people, process, and physical evidence, a question comes to my mind that, I mean, like, let me elaborate it again. That why these three characteristics, pushes marketers to think about more three P's and make an extended marketing mix. The simple answer to this question is, I am giving you just 30 seconds. You think, in your mind, in next 30 seconds, that when you have thought about the people who have made the pen which you are holding right now in your hands, have you thought about the person who has made this pen in a factory? Number one. Number two, have you thought about the process through which this pen has been made? No, you have not thought. Number three, have you thought about the physical conditions of that factory wherein the bread which you have consumed in the morning, or maybe yesterday or few days back, was manufactured or produced? No, you have not thought about it, right? So just think in 30 seconds that why you have not thought about the people who have made these products, why you have not thought about the processes through which this pen is being made, or maybe the bread has been made. And another question is that why you have not thought about the physical conditions there in those factories. Just think about it for next 30 seconds. I'll come back and answer the query. So the idea is that, I've tried to stimulate you that why you have not thought about, these people who have made these products. You have never thought the wristwatch which you are wearing right now, you have not thought whether Ram, Sham, Kalu, Bhalu, who has made this. You have never thought. You have never thought what was the, what kind of machine they must be using to manufacture this particular wristwatch. You have never thought, about the physical conditions, where the bread of Britannia or harvest gold is being produced. So you have never thought why? Because as a customer, you are bothered about the end quality of the product. And what is the end quality of the product? I am satisfied. I am receiving the same quality. So that's perfectly okay with me. And I'm not bothered because I'm a consumer. I have to consume only. And this should satisfy me. That's it. But while attending the classes online, have you ever thought about the teacher, that whether you are going to attend this particular class or not? A teacher who gives you good lecture or teaches you well, you are willing to attend his class. You try to take your minors as per the, even you change your option at times of major subject also, if you see that this teacher will teach me. So you stop, taking major minors according to, select major minors according to the teachers. Thus, I'll take major this because this is the teacher who is going to teach me. I will not take this because he is the teacher who is going to teach me, so on and so forth. While deciding about going to the doctor, have you thought which doctor I should go for? Yes, you have always thought. While going to the advocate, have you thought that which advocate or whom you should, hire? Yes, you have thought because the delivery of the final service would be highly affected by the individual. The satisfaction, the content, the delight would be based on the quality of the individual itself. So that's why you are bothered about people in services. That's why you're not bothered about people in product, because you will get finally the product. So रामो strong था, शामू strong था, रामू ने बनाया, शामू ने बनाया, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. Same way, process. If I am taking the lecture through the lecture mode, not showing you the PPT, right, is the process which I am adopting. Few are adopting to show the PPT. Few are adopting to show you video whatsoever. So I show the videos also. I'll be sending you links to watch videos because now it is not feasible to show you video on online mode, and I don't want to waste. We don't have time to waste. I mean, like, it is not a wastage of time, but we have less time. I should say in this way that we have less time. That's why I cannot show you the videos, but I'll send you the link. You can go to YouTube and watch directly, and will give you benefit. So what I'm trying to tell you is the process again of delivering the service will have an effect of on consumption, whereas the process of making a product will not make any difference to you, again because the idea is that you are bothered about the final quality of the product. As simple as that. Same way, physical evidence. Now, what is physical evidence? The physical evidence is that what is the condition of physical setup around you when you are consuming a particular product. So you are consuming, because products can be separated. You're not consuming in factory. So you're least bothered about the conditions there. You are consuming at your place. So physical evidence at factory has not no meaning for you. But physical evidence in a restaurant has got meaning for you. If the sheet on the table where you are going to have food is dirty, will you be able to consume service? No. If there are, pickle, pickle marks, ma, pickle marks, on the, salt and pepper container. आप रेस्टोरेंट में गए, रेस्टोरेंट में सॉल्ट एंड पेपर कंटेनर आपकी टेबल पे रखा हुआ है, आपसे पहले कस्टमर जो बैठा था उसने अचार खाया था और उसी हाथ से उसको पकड़ा था और उसके ऊपर अचार लगा हुआ है, अचार के निशान लगे हुए. वुड यू बी एबल टू यूज दैट सॉल्ट एंड पेपर कंटेनर? नो. If the waiter which is coming to serve you the food, the same restaurant you are visiting from last 5 years, the same place you sit and you see the outside view, it is your most favored you know uh, table, favorite table, and you always book this, and you have ordered your same taste food which you always order in the weekend. You have ordered other food also, but this you have already ordered, and your the waiter knows that you are going to order this for sure. And this time, the waiter who is serving you, his nails are, long, dirty, his shirt collar is dirty, his dress is not clean, he has a long beard, and would you be able to accept these services from him? No, you would not be able to. So, what I'm trying to tell you is that the physical evidence, the people, the process, all matters in consumption of services because you are present there because the services cannot be separated from the service provider. Products can be. The services have to be consumed then and there where they are produced. Products can be consumed later because they can be stored, so on and so forth. So that's why people, process, and physical evidence are important in services as for a customer. But for a customer, this people, process, and physical evidences are not important in product. Now, what is the, when I say people, now what is the C, which is there for customers? The people is, the care. It means people have to be careful towards the customer. People are those who are the employees of the organization. People does not mean the customers. People means the employees of the organization who are providing you service like teachers, doctors, architect, barber, so on and so forth. So people. So people means it is a care for the clients, for the customers. So it is a C, which is care. Then comes process. Process is convenience. Companies are trying to bring a lot of convenience to you. The specs needs a lot of precision. Now you can see that it needs a lot of precision. Precision means that if the angles, if the center of the eye is not taken, it will not give you clear visibility. It will not give you clarity. So what I'm trying to tell you is that even this product is being served to you at your place by lens cart, sitting in your room. So there is a process. You go to the website, order it. People will come with the machine, check your eyes there at your place, show you the frames, and online also you can check through their app or software or their website that which frame suits your face. So there would be camera which would be open in your laptop. You would be on their website. You select different you know glasses or frame, and then you can see how you look like. So what I'm trying to tell you is that even this kind of a product companies are providing you at sitting at home. So I'm like, again, giving you utmost convenience. You don't need to go to the bank to withdraw money or to transfer money to somebody. Sitting in your room, just a matter of few seconds, turn on the app, go add the detail of the person to you want to pay, select him, pay the money, go for instant payment, and within a matter of a minute or two, the payment is made to the individual. So it is the convenience which is provided to you through the process. There is a process which is working behind this. So people, process. So process is convenience to the customer. It is a corresponding C to the customer, which is convenience. Then comes what? Physical evidence. Now physical evidence is I'm not able to recall the C, corresponding C to the physical evidence right now, but the physical evidence is, uh, I will tell you later on. Maybe I'll send to Simran that what C this is. Physical evidence is what C to the customer. But physical evidence is what? Physical evidence is the evidence which you, while you consume the services at that place, what is the ambience you are having. For example, I said sheet on the table in a restaurant is a part of physical evidence. For example, I said that music which is being played in the mall, which is being played in the restaurant, is part of physical evidence. Though you cannot see it, you cannot touch it, but you can experience it. Even that is part of physical evidence. The air conditioning effect in the mall and restaurant are part of physical evidence. The comfort of sitting on the chair in the cinema hall and restaurant is part of physical evidence. The color of the wall is part of physical evidence. The color of the dress of the employee is part of physical evidence. Why yellow red color with McDonald's? Why blue color with dominoes, all part of physical evidence. They are iconic. So they are iconic, in nature. They become icon for their companies. So those colors are iconic for those companies. So physical evidence is anything which you can see, which you can feel while consuming these services. All those things are part of physical evidence. So you are highly concerned about physical evidence when you sit in SOL in the classes. The desk on which you sit are part of physical evidence. The tube light, the lighting effect there are part of physical evidence. The whiteboard, the air conditioning which you get there, the your LCD projector are all part of physical evidence. So if you are sitting on the shaky bench, if the lights are flickering and making it not a classroom but a disco room, would you be able to consume services? No, you would not be able to. So that is why they are important for customer when it is about services. So physical evidence, people process physical evidence. One more thing which we need to talk about in a minute or two, that why I said that there are two kind of services. One is people driven service, another is process driven service. So people driven service, what I am doing is a people driven, what a doctor does, what an advocate does, so on and so forth. But what a process driven service is, through which I am delivering the lecture. I am able to deliver the lecture through this process of Microsoft Team, online conferencing. Process driven services, ATM. So you are, in ATM standing and getting money. Online app to send money, to deposit money, to get money, so on and so forth. Online, booking of flights, booking of tickets, online, booking of hotels, so on and so forth. So those are process driven. So now the question is, what is the most important element, or in marketing mix, which P is the most important P? Whether it is product, if the product is not good, you cannot do anything. Whether it is price, if the price is not right, people will not buy your product, will buy customer's product. So what is important is the place. If the product is not available in the market, what you will do? So is this the promotion? If people are not aware, what you will do? So which one is important? But if I say the most important element, you have to select one out of these 7 P's. So the people is the most important element, because behind every service, behind every product, behind everything, it is the people who are working behind it. And people, even in services, are important. For example, your food which you have ordered in the restaurant, we have only 2-3 minutes, so I'm just going to conclude. So for example, you have ordered the same food in the restaurant, but today the salt is, it is bitter. You are feeling it has got more salt in it. It is not as made as per your taste. So you may shout, you may say that what the hell you have given me this food. But if a waiter will come to you with a smile, a clean shaven waiter, a smart waiter who serves you daily almost there, and he comes here with a smile, says sorry, there is a mistake. By chance the salt is bit more. If you are feeling like that, we'll replace it. Just give it to me. At times you end up fighting there, and you say okay, that's fine, I will eat it now, not a problem. Or maybe you get it replaced, but you don't shout. So you become comfortable. So it is the people which is the most important element. So guys, for today, I think this is all. If you have any, I can see that there are no question answers. If you have any question answer, you can write. If Mohsin, we can extend this for 5-7 minutes, maybe 10 minutes if possible, 5 minutes if possible.
Yes, sir.
I don't know the procedure. So maybe. Thank you, Mohsin. Thank you very much. So guys, we have extended it for next 5-6 minutes. So you can ask questions if you have any questions. I cannot see any questions so far in the question and answer. So if you have any questions, write in the chat. If no questions, we can wind up, the session. So do let me know if you have questions. So question में कुछ questions नजर आ रहे हैं. Let me take them one by one. Bhavna is saying, sir, are the rain covers that are provided with the sky bags augmented product? Yes, they are augmented product. Very true. Then Avneet is saying how we explain potential product through example. I explain potential product through example. Okay, potential product is like, I'm a television manufacturing company. So I was, on plasma technology, and by improving the product, by augmenting it, by adding value into it, I introduce a new technology, which is 4K technology. So my television is a new improved product. For example, shifting from black and white television to color television. For example, the improvised version of the product. For example, the new added benefits into the product. For example, from the original cell phone to adding torch into it, to adding camera into it, to adding many features into it, so on and so forth. So for example, WhatsApp, I have taken example of WhatsApp yesterday. So WhatsApp augmented their product every time, and altogether the WhatsApp utility increased. Altogether WhatsApp was always a new product for us. Earlier WhatsApp was a product. Why I'm calling it a product, though it is a service? Reason is that whenever there is a transfer of ownership which can take place, then it is called as a product also, be it service. More or less every product is providing a kind of a service. Every product, जैसे मैंने बोला आपको बाइक जो है वो कम्यूट करने का सर्विस दे रही है, सो सेम वे वी get service from the products. So ultimately it is the service which we receive, चाहे हम वो प्रोडक्ट खरीदें या हम सर्विस खरीदें. सो बट सर्विसेज में सिर्फ हम तभी उनको प्रोडक्ट बोल पाते हैं, जैसे इंश्योरेंस प्रोडक्ट को हम प्रोडक्ट बोलते हैं, जबकि इंश्योरेंस तो सर्विस इंडस्ट्री है. हम बैंकिंग के अकाउंट्स को बोलते हैं प्रोडक्ट, बैंकिंग सर्विसेज को बोलते हैं प्रोडक्ट. So what I'm trying to tell you, come back to the potential product means that WhatsApp every time there was a potential product. So potential product of WhatsApp was attachment, which they made possible. PDF, Word file, PPT, कुछ भी अटैच करके आप भेज दो, फिर वो वीडियो कॉल ऐड करी. सो पोटेंशियल प्रोडक्ट, नए प्रोडक्ट इमर्ज हुए बाय द प्रोसेस ऑफ ऑगमेंटेशन इन द एग्जिस्टिंग प्रोडक्ट. Then Anjali Bhardwaj is asking, sir, please explain the third product layer. Third product layer means you're talking about core, then you're talking about generic, then you're expected. Expected product means that I am expecting a charger with the cell phone. That's a very simple thing. I'm accepting an adapter, a battery with the laptop, so on and so forth. Then, Kritika is asking difference between generic and expected. I think I have already explained it because these questions were asked at 3:30. In the meantime, discussion में काफी कुछ answer हो गया होगा. Then Preeti is asking, please explain core product again. Core is the basic utility. What I get from a washing machine is clothing, clean clothes. Clean clothes is the utility I'm looking for. Television, I'm not looking for Z, I'm not looking for Star, I'm not looking for, and TV, I'm looking for entertainment. So entertainment is the core product or benefit I'm looking for. Then Aisha is asking what exactly evolved in potential product and how it is different from above four, and what are the example of it. I have already given when I was answering the question of what Avneet. So I've already answered this. Then Simran is asking guarantee and warranty comes under which layer of product? Guarantee and warranty comes under expected. Very good question. So guarantee and a warranty we expect when we go to buy any product. First question we ask is what is the guarantee? What is the warranty? Are these parts under warranty? Will it be replaced, or will it be, the product will be replaced completely, or only the service will be provided and products will be charged, so on and so forth. So warranty and guarantee is expected, which are expected products. Then Naman is asking, sir, can you please repeat the corresponding C of product? Product का corresponding C मेरे बच्चे customer solution है. Solution provided to the customer. So it is called customer solution. C, customer solution. Then it says Kritika is asking corresponding C to promotion. मेरी बच्ची communication through which companies communicate. So promotion is a communication to the customer. So Mr. or yeah, Miss Anonymous is writing, when is the next class? Very nice question. Please ask Dr. KB Gupta ji. Request them if you need more sessions. Then Anonymous again, sir, will you provide us notes also? Yeah, Mr. Anonymous, Miss Anonymous, जो भी आप हो, कल भी बताया था कि there is a link which is there on the website of the Department of Commerce. रोज यार नोट्स के बारे में मत पूछा करो, हाथ जोड़ के विनती है. क्लास के बारे में पूछो, नोट्स के बारे में मत पूछा करो, बड़े बच्चे हो गए. सो लिंक पे चले जाना, जो भी मिलेंगे वहीं मिलेंगे. अदरवाइज गूगल भरा पड़ा है नोट्स से. टीचर से कुछ और एक्सपेक्ट करो नोट्स के अलावा. Then Naman is asking, sir, can you please repeat the corresponding C of product? I have already told customer solution. Then I think this is Naman only because name is not there. Continuously two more questions. Skoda giving a feature to buy this year, pay after 1 year. Will it be augmentation? Yes, it is part of augmentation, undoubtedly. Then you are taking this example from last class, yesterday's class. Very nice. You are remembering it at least. Then same question. So Tableen ने लिखा था ये. Okay. Then anonymous is again is physical evidence corresponding to credibility. टेक्स्ट में तुमको बहुत कुछ अलग अलग मिलेगा कि फिजिकल एविडेंस जो है क्रेडिबिलिटी ले सकते हैं बट नॉट एग्जैक्टली दिस. लेट मी इन डिफरेंट ब्लॉक्स पे ज़्यादा विश्वास नहीं करना. सो फिजिकल एविडेंस क्या है सी वो मैं बता दूंगा, डोंट वरी. वो सिमरन को भेज दूंगा, सिमरन तुमको बता देगी. देन अंजलि इज सेइंग, सर प्लीज एक्सप्लेन द थर्ड प्रोडक्ट लेयर. ऑलरेडी एक्सप्लेन, किसी और ने भी पूछी थी. एक्सपेक्टेड है लेयर, थर्ड लेयर जो है. Difference between generic and expected already explained. Guarantee in which layer? सिमरन तुमने दोबारा एक क्वेश्चन पूछ लिया 5 बजे, शायद क्योंकि तब तक आंसर नहीं हुआ था. वो ऑलरेडी बता दिया बेटा. गारंटी एंड वारंटी इज अगेन एक्सपेक्टेड फ्रॉम द प्रोडक्ट. सो थैंक यू वेरी मच गाइज. एक क्वेश्चन और बड़ा जबरदस्त आया मिस्टर अनोनिमस के पास से. हाउ मच सिलेबस इज लेफ्ट? गो एंड चेक इन दिस सिलेबस इटसेल्फ कि क्या हो चुका, क्या रह गया. ऐसे बेकार के वाहियात क्वेश्चन मत पूछा करो भाई. बड़े हो गए हो अब तुम लोग, जो है ना वो ग्लास से दूध पीते हो. सो थोड़ा सा समझो बात को. चलो, थैंक यू वेरी मच फॉर बीइंग सो पेशेंट एंड लिसनिंग me carefully, and the questions always show that तुम लोग एज स्टूडेंट्स कितना जो है मतलब इसके अंदर इन्वॉल्व हो क्लासेस के अंदर, एंड दैट्स रियली गुड. दिस इज ऑलवेज गुड टू बी इन्वॉल्व इन द क्लासेस. सो क्लास अगर एक आध और हमको एक क्लास तुम लोग बात कर लेना, मैं भी बात कर लूंगा. थैंक यू वेरी मच फॉर कनेक्टिंग मी विद स्टूडेंट्स. थैंक यू गाइस.